So I find myself making yet another video on mosquito catching devices. In caveman times, roughly 30 years ago, there was this scientist named Hawk Stevens, whose groundbreaking invention led to the creation of this product. This seems to be such an ongoing trend. There seems to be so many of these ads out there all the time. So we're gonna have a look at this ad so I can show you what to look out for when you see these type of ads pop up on social media platforms. So that way you can be aware of them and know not to really go out and purchase what they're advertising, because a lot of the time it's a piece of junk and it won't work. So like, don't waste your money on these kind of products. So in this particular ad, it starts off with an autistic college student just solved a 210 million year old bug problem. That is actually quite a popular opening line amongst like mosquito zapping products, because there's another ad that opens up like this.
This genius college student just solved a 210 million year old bug problem.
So the ads for these products try to make it seem like it's a new invention that's been recently discovered and that nobody else knew about it until now, and how this is going to be a game changer and it's going to change everybody's life and everybody's going to have a product like this in their house. But really that's just not the case. It's just selling people on the idea. Then they usually give a little bit of backstory on the person, why they created the device. So in this case, it says Franklin, a 21-year-old cybernetic student, was struck down with a rogue allergy. And the rogue allergy was caused by mosquito bites. So he wanted to create a device to get rid of mosquitoes. But what you got to be really careful about is that this is just stock footage. All the clips that they show you here have nothing to do with this ad. In the other ad that I've been comparing it to, the kid that was a genius college student is actually a kid who created robotic limbs and then was in a documentary on the Microsoft channel. And then the product took a bunch of those clips and made their ad from it. So if we look at this first video here, this is Meet Easton, the young engineer making his mark on the world of robotic limbs.
It's actually being able to stand up on your own and hug someone, being able to feed yourself. It's part of the person at that point.
So if we look at this clip, that's funny. That's the exact same clip in the other ad. That's really strange.
This genius college student just solved a 210 million year old bug problem.
So none of the clips actually represent the text on the screen. Like this talks about Franklin. This kid is probably not called Franklin. That's probably not his name. He's not a cybernetic student. Like you can pretty much guarantee that these people aren't who they say they are in these ads. So basically what I'm saying is don't take what these ads are saying at face value. Don't believe them. Like do some more research, look into it a little bit more. Go to the website, watch some reviews. Don't just be like, oh cool, Franklin invented a bug zapping thing, I'm gonna buy it right now. You know, don't do that. So in this part of the video, while it's saying a kid who was on the spectrum, Franklin always kept to himself. So when I saw this part of the video, I was like, what is this green thing in the background? Like, what is this B-roll of? I went onto Little Fuse's website and I found the exact model, which is a 233P series single phase pump monitor. So this product is a monitor for pumps and makes it so that the pump doesn't run when there's no water in the well or stuff like that would damage the motor or the pump. So this thing has absolutely nothing to do with mosquito zappers. So if you actually start looking closely at these ads, you realize that, hey, actually that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Why would they show a clip of that in this ad? You know, this has absolutely nothing to do with the ad. Now there's a stock video clip from a science room with a teacher and a kid doing something with like electricity. So this obviously has nothing to do with catching mosquitoes as well. They show this completely different kid and are kind of like trying to show that it was him when he's younger, but it clearly looks like somebody else as well. So then usually what they try to say is that old bug zappers used to be very bad. They used to use all different types of light to try to catch mosquitoes, but we found the right light frequency that is better. So it says most use a heat gun approach to killing mosquitoes, which doesn't even mean anything. A heat gun approach doesn't exist. That's not a thing. So they're trying to sound all sciencey and believable and try to make it seem that their product is a lot better than what you'll find anywhere else, which isn't the case. Their product is just the exact same as everything else. Also pay attention for grammatical errors in these. I know this is a very minor one, but still, proving 7 times effective than any other mosquito device they tested it against. Proving 7 times more effective. After they talk about how awesome the product is and how well it works, they say that the device has just won the National Award for Innovation. I didn't know it had done that. Wow. So if you search up National Award for Innovation, nothing comes up. You have the closest one is National Medal of Technology and Innovation. So this product didn't win any awards, and that is just a complete lie. This is a piece of junk, and the only thing it's good for is garbage, basically. It's just e-waste. So I think this ad says a lot about the company behind this product. They are willing to lie. They're willing to say whatever it takes to get you to buy this product. They don't care at all. Another thing about this ad is whenever they show a container that's being dumped out, it's a completely different container than the one in the actual device that they are trying to sell you. This container actually looks really close to the Skeetervac 5100, which is a propane mosquito catcher.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
And since mosquitoes are far more attracted to CO2 than they are to UV light, these kind of traps do a lot better. So that's just another example of this ad trying to be misleading. They just found some random stock video clips of somebody dumping out like a whole bunch of mosquitoes that are all dead. It's a completely different container. So the ad leads you to this website called Flancy, which sells a lot of other Chinese electronic e-waste, basically like another version of Wish, except the products aren't even very cheap. So here it is for sale, the 2021 new invention. I find it funny here that they say 2021 new invention because this is not a new product. This design is the old design that Buzz Be Gone used to sell on their website. Buzz Be Gone is the company that sells the Buzz Be Gone Zap, which is what I got sent and I did my review of. But before they made the Buzz Be Gone Zap, they used to sell this. So this is just how easy it is to prove that that's a false statement. Is this video here was released in July 25th, 2020. And it is the exact same mosquito catcher.
Just got this thing in the mail the other day.
There it is in the white variety because it comes in a black and a white variety, but here it is. There's the product in a video from 2020. So obviously this product isn't a 2021 new invention. So let's just read the description. Mosquitoes and flies killer. So right off the bat, some more grammatical errors. The crows are so noisy right now. I'm trying to film a video here, crows.
But we're not stopping there. We do have one more thing.
So another reason not to buy these products as well is because even though it's 50% off, if you go to Alibaba.com, you can find the exact same device for $1.85. You have to buy 5 of them, of course, because Alibaba is all about buying this junk in bulk. So for a quarter of the price, you can buy 5 of them. So there's no reason to buy them off these sites that are charging $40 or $80 for their products. So now I'd like to address some comments I got on my review of the Buzz Be Gone Zap. I had a few comments saying that the product wasn't kept far away enough from me, but while I was doing my tests, I left the product by itself and it still didn't catch any mosquitoes, and it was by itself for hours. In the video, I said I left it out at the park for half an hour by itself. It didn't catch any then. I also left it out at my grandma's house for 2 hours when it was getting dark, and it still didn't catch any mosquitoes. So this product doesn't work. It doesn't catch any. So by putting it 15 feet away or 20 feet away, it still isn't going to be effective at protecting you from mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are still really attracted to carbon dioxide in the air, and the mosquitoes that are closer to you are just going to come over to you because you're releasing carbon dioxide, and that's what they primarily use to find prey, I guess. The reason I tested it up close was because I wanted to see if it was effective at that range, because I hadn't had any luck catching any mosquitoes when it was far away or when I left it outside by itself. So I didn't want to leave that test out of the review just in case it worked, because I wanted to give an honest product review. I really wanted to be truthful with my review, and I really wanted to show what happens when you put the device in this scenario or this scenario, just so people could have a really good understanding of how the product works, or how the product doesn't work. So that is why I tested it close by, because I had a lot of people saying, hey, you shouldn't have tested it close by. You should have put it 15 feet away and then done it. I did. I tested it by itself. It didn't catch anything. So we're going to end this video here. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a like and please subscribe. And if you have any more questions around these products or these type of ads, please comment them down below and I'll do my best to answer them.